Pokemon Home is officially down for maintenance, which means thousands and millions and hundreds of thousands upon you guys are all hitting the plus and trying to get this via the internet, this update, which does not exist yet. So you're just gonna have to wait a little bit, but guys, what will tide us over is a data mine of Crown Tundra. We're gonna go talk about some of the stats of the Pokemon we're gonna be getting in this DLC right now, starting with the legendary birds. Now we know the new Galleon, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are really on fire. Their designs are really cool. Let's have a look at what they're like, okay? Let's have a look at their stats. We got all of them right here. So even though we are waiting for the update, it's actually still able to be data mined because of early copies that they've gotten, and they are putting the work into it. So as we can see for the three here, guys, we have Articuno, Galleon. He looks like he's a special attacker. Okay, well that's not so surprising, but he also has pretty bulky special defense, going to make him very viable, and good speed. A very viable special attacker and bulky too. So the HP's okay as well, you know, it's all pretty okay, but the goods are in the special attack. It's going to be rapid, it's going to be very strong, and you can see the 580 is really high too. Now these are of course legendaries, so it's to be expected, but I like this spread. I like the spread out here is very effective to, you know, have as a wall as well as an attacker. Now let's look at Zapdos. Zapdos is a clearly physical attacker with good speed too. It's also got 580, but the spread is a little iffy. The special defense is good, so you could have it as a high special defense physical attacker if you wanted, or something like that. The regular defense is also good, so it's your choice. I guess it's up in the air, but 90 is a little bit lower to start off with for base stats for defense than I would have liked. It's not going to be a too bulky physical attacker, not like a big wall or anything with a high physical attack, but definitely fast and physical is viable with decent physical defense. So I like that. Alright, so moving on to Moltres, again another special attacker, but more focused on the special defense. So this is where the real bulk is at actually. It's going to be a bulky special attacker, kind of my image is Goodra coming to mind. So I guess it's going to be the equivalent of that. Now Moltres also has low attack, much lower attack than the others. Well, actually the same as Articuno, so definitely not something you want to focus on for the physical attack. Speed is okay though, a little lower than Zapdos, but you know, it'll do. It's still pretty. You can still mod it, you can still alternate, you can change the stats as you need to try and adjust. You might have to wear a scarf if you want it to be a speedy special attacker to replace, say, Dragapult for example. But no, definitely its focus is on the special defense here. You definitely have some viability swapping in on it against very heavy hitters. The Regis, okay, Regi Elecco and Regi Drago also got some major stats, much bigger than the birds we just saw. Speed on Regi Elecki is 200 base, that's 200. That's just insane. Dude, you don't even need to ever put a scarf on this thing, never. But it's also got the spread of 100 per attack and special attack, giving you the option to go as a little bit of a fragile, albeit heavy hitter, attacker or special attacker of your choosing without needing a scarf, so you have space in the item slot to fill it in to increase its special attack or attack as you wish. Although you can clearly see it's not going to survive very long on the field unless you're one-hitting these things, unless you're doing the big damage. It's going to be a major sweeper, okay? Speedy sweeper. Now, Regi Drago is a whole different ballpark with 200 HP. Dude, this is the Snorlax of Crown Tundra. It is going to be huge, and it's already got pretty respectable attack and special attack. Now, sadly for its defense and special defense, it's going to be a little bit of work to make this guy a durable wall. It's got slow speed, but it is definitely intended to be some sort of a bulky attacker, okay? You have to invest in the defense, or you have to come up with some sort of special gimmick. It's pure dragon type, right? You're gonna have to fiddle around with its stats to make sure that this is a viable fighter. The HP is cool and all. It's kind of like Chansey in that regard, but Chansey compensates for its lack of defense and special defense with having by far the most HP in any Pokemon game, beyond any Pokemon, any stats, and I think he even has more than this. I'm not sure about Chansey's base stats, but Regi Drago coming in with 200 as a base, which is definitely very respectable. Okay, next up are the big newbies as well, guys. These are the Glasstree and Spectre, the Ghost and the Ice Horse of the Crown Tundra, and these are the stats for those. Special defense and defense, massive on Glasstree, guys, and the attack is phenomenal. Dude, this guy is made to kill, made to end lives. Its HP is great too. It's just got no speed, but dude, that's okay. That is okay. This guy is an ice type, and it's got whatever you want, dude, on it. You can change its stats to be as effective as for anything, any job. This will do any job. It is a physical attacker, and it still becomes a very strong physical attacker when Calyrex sits on it, rides on it. That is the fusion. But dude, this guy's got a lot of flexibility, a lot of scope to going into whatever you want to do with it. It's also got pretty cool ability and moves that we checked out in my previous video. I will leave that around here at the end of the video for you guys to check out more info on leaks on these two Pokemon if you were interested. So this is our boy, guys. This is Glasstree, and it's got a lance going on. It's got a move, special move, which is like Ice Lance, and it's got a Calyrex on the back. Now, without Calyrex, they are the stats that we just saw. No Calyrex gives us just an incredible physical attacker, bulky as its head, according to the Pokédex entry, is 100 times, I think 100 times harder than diamonds. So yeah, I can see this. I can see it fitting in like this. This is pretty cool. That's for Glasstree. As for Spectrier, this is the ghost type. High special attack, high speed. The rest of the stats are a little disappointing here. The HP is okay. It definitely doesn't seem to match up with the spread that we have on Glasstree. It just doesn't seem to have that much more flexibility. It's got more into special attack, making it a much heavier hitter, and it's got much more in speed, meaning you probably won't need a scarf when you're using this in battle. So the spreads are more focused in that regard, just making it more concentrated use. Glasstree has a little bit more flexibility. Spectrier is more specialized in becoming a swift special attacker, which is totally fine by me. This is our boy Glasstree. It does not see, it does not use its eyes. It's hovering over its hoofs, and wherever it walks, it leaves destruction or death. It absorbs life. But with Calyrex sitting on its back, it actually does the opposite. It spreads life. So without Calyrex, guys, this is going to be a major special attacker. Very pretty as well. My Little Pony coming out again to play. Next up is a quick look at Galarian Slowking, the new poison psychic type that we're getting. People did anticipate that. Looks like its spread is a little messy. It's got down to 490. It's not a legendary as being expected. 490 is okay. It's okay, but it's got its special attack and special offense is spread there. So that's what we're looking at. A pretty bulky special attacker. Another one. So that's okay. I mean, kind of like Articuno. I think people are going to choose Articuno over this. However, this Slowking can be used at least in competitive just freely because it's not restricted by, you know, any rule sets that block legendaries. So special attack, special defense in equal parts. Very, very slow, however, and it's low attack, so you're not really wanting to be going into attack instead. Not even if you want to put all your EVs into that. Its normal defense is okay, its HP is okay, so it definitely can take a couple of hits from either side, whatever you're doing. Still have a very respectable special attack. But the problem being poison is regular psychic attacks really will take it out like pretty effectively. Dark will do a pretty effective damage too. They would be super effective because, you know, poison or psychic are not very defensive against its weaknesses, but it's still going to be pretty okay to use it. Now personally, I don't think I will because the eyes, the design, why did they make it like that? I don't know, the design just does not get me. I don't get it either though. Let me know what you think of the design, guys. I'm curious about your thoughts on that. We haven't really talked about that very much. And guys, finally, the grand finale is the actual Calyrex and fusions with Calyrex itself. This is stats you've never seen before, dude. These are crazy. First of all, Calyrex is just pulling a Celebi on us, giving us even spread across everything. Not the best, you know, it's okay. I think that happens a lot with a lot of these psychic type legendaries. I think it's the same in Mew's case as well, but it's all the way down to 500. It's okay, that's respectable. But you can flexibly change it as you wish. Attack, special attack, defense, whatever you want. Its HP is 100, so it actually gets the increase on the HP section, which is nice. That's a good place to have the increase, I think. So you're pretty much flexible to deal in your stats in either way, something else other than HP. And that is going to be Grass Psychic, so a Psychic Grass. It's not super powerful typing or anything, nothing too special going on there. However, is Calyrex is a new Pokemon, we still have a lot of playing around to do with it. That's the Calyrex, but look at the fusions, dude. The two fusions which we just saw a little earlier, I showed you guys those pictures, and they're bonkers. 680 a piece. These are Ubers. These are crazy. HP's okay, it's the same, but the attack and defense and special defense, special attack, speed, special defense here are all just crazy. I mean, okay, special defense isn't so crazy here, but do these hard, heavy greens, the attack and defense on Calric's Ice Rider, okay, that's the IR, Ice Rider on the Ice Horse, Glasstree is it? And it's just so strong. It's so strong. You can use this for anything. This is going to carry the game. I mean, it's special. You don't even have to put EVs into these things. They're already so high. You're set. You're good. You're good to go. Put all your EVs into HP and give it a leftovers, and you're set. You're good. Speed does not matter. Just imagine with trick room stuff though going on. My God. The Shadow Rider, which is the ghost one, guys, heavy special attack, just going even faster, even harder hitting with special attack, but much more focused in those stats anyway. I mean, even looking at this, its key stats are speed and special attack for this utility, but compared to the other one though, 165 and 150 are the same on the Ice Rider. 130 still gets 130 on that, so it's spread for the things you don't need because it doesn't have something as low as speed. It doesn't have an equivalent. Means that some of its stats are wasted in attack or defense that you're not going to be using. HP, of course, is always welcome, but special defense is still good, so you could give it all three of these. It'd be very effective. But honestly, special defense, you don't really need special defense that often, I feel. It'll still be useful, but you don't need it that often. Okay, guys, we're just going to leave it there. This video is getting pretty long, but that looks like it's all the stats for all the new Pokemon we're going to be getting that we have not yet seen. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you checked that out. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I hope we play this game together when it comes out finally later today. I do have work, but I will be playing it before. If it's out before, I will be playing it after work for sure. Tomorrow morning is free for me, so I'll be able to pull an all-nighter for you guys doing this together, and I hope to see you there. That's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you for coming. That is a follow for Twitch. I do have a Twitch, REALBLAINES, if you are interested. I don't use it that much, but I hope to eventually in the future. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you around till Crown Tundra. Bye.